Alright guys, so hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Julene for those of you that don't know me. And today we're going to be talking about breastfeeding and anything that has to do with food. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I said that I wasn't going to be stopping the breastfeeding anytime soon, but it just so happens that Caleb might be trying to wean himself. And the reason why I say that is because lately I've been giving him more foods. So I introduced solids to him a while back, but now I've been feeding him a little bit more often. So I've been giving him his 3 meals a day. So basically his breakfast, his lunch, and his dinner. And then I give him snacks in between. So because I've been giving him his meals and I've been offering water all the time, he really hasn't been breastfeeding as often. So I used to breastfeed him maybe like 10, 12 times a day, maybe more sometimes, less sometimes. I've only been breastfeeding him in the mornings and at night. So, I mean, maybe he's trying to wean himself, maybe he's not, I'm not sure, but I want to make sure that I do know so that I can either just like stop breastfeeding him like completely, or maybe I can pump just in case he's still not done. It's a little scary though, because at nighttime, since I've spent the entire day without breastfeeding and he normally breastfeeds, my boobs have definitely been engorged and super full. And so it's been a little bit painful and I'm afraid of getting mastitis again. I remember how horrible getting mastitis was, and that's not something I want to relive. Now, when it comes to talking about his foods, I started off on baby-led weaning because that's like the new trend, I feel like. That's what everybody's doing. And so I was like, okay, well, I like the concept of the baby eating by themselves and teaching themselves. So I started with the baby-led weaning. You know, I cut the pieces of food into like a long, like finger-sized length. And there was a lot of gagging. I think he's done. Okay, I have Caleb here with me. He doesn't want to breastfeed anymore and he's just gonna sit here and play while I talk. So like I was saying, I was giving him large pieces of food, you know, cut up in like finger size length, and you know, I mean, like kind of look like a finger. And there was a lot of gagging involved, and you know, I was just afraid of him choking. So it just wasn't working out. I tried it for a while. He would also eat food and like he would grab it and he would just play with it and he would toss it around the table, and you know, on his high chair, he wouldn't even put it in his mouth, even though like everything goes into his mouth, literally, like everything goes into his mouth. So I don't know, but he just did not like the baby-led weaning. And I think that this is very important because I think that you have to do what's best for your baby. And I think that babies tell you when they're ready for certain things, like, you know, when they're ready to walk, when they're ready to sit, when they're ready to crawl, like maybe when they're ready to wean off of the breast. So this just was not working out for us. So I changed it to purees. And now he's eating purees all the time. I make him like an apple. The memory on my phone just died, so I had to delete some things. But like I was saying, I give him purees with all kinds of things. And that has been working out for the past few months. That's what I've been doing. Now, I've started to give him little snacks, all kinds of different things. I'll link them down below. Like they have like these organic little puffs that taste like peanut butter. They have some that taste like, that are made with veggies. There's other that are with fruits, like your regular Gerber ones. Those aren't organic, but I do give them to him once in a while. And he has learned how to eat and basically pull things out. So he basically just like sticks his little hand into the container and pulls it out and just puts it in his mouth. So because he's doing that now, what I've been doing is I've been cutting up his food into like little squares, and he's been feeding himself, which is amazing, because it's, you know, what I wanted him to do originally with the baby-led weaning was grab his food and, you know, put it in his mouth. But he hadn't been doing it because he just hadn't wanted to. And so now everything that I give him, I'll just cut up. So whether it's chicken or fish, meat is a little bit harder unless it's soft and tender and it kind of just like dissolves in your mouth. If it's a little bit hard, he won't chew it and he'll just spit it out. So things like apples, he will not eat because they're too hard. He'll spit them right out. But things like pears, strawberries, papaya, melon, anything like that, he eats and he loves and he just grabs it. So I will be doing a video of what he basically would eat back when we were doing the baby-led weaning, and I have videos of me putting the food out and what it was that he did. So, and then I'll also include him eating purees and him feeding himself now. So I think that it's really, really important to let them learn how to eat, because I've seen a lot of videos of babies that are afraid to grab food, or, you know, like if you push the food away, or if you push their hand away when they try to grab something, you know, you might not want them to like spill stuff with their spoon or something. But by pushing away their hand, you're actually like deterring them from grabbing. So you're actually teaching them not to touch. And I've read that, you know, it's important not to do that. So I try to encourage him to grab everything, and, you know, any food that I give him, put it in his mouth, even if it makes a mess. It's not going to be forever that you guys are going to have to deal with these messes. Even though it is like daunting sometimes, because oh my gosh, I clean up the floor like 1,000 times a day. But yeah, so it's like really important, because I feel like this is one of the things that helps prevent your baby from being a picky eater. And baby over here eats anything that I put in front of him, as long as he can grab it and put it in his mouth and chew it. So that has been working out for me. If you guys have any tips or anything that you guys do and you guys think is better, please go ahead and leave it in the comments down below so that I can see. And I just wanted to touch back on the on Caleb weaning himself. So my intention was to breastfeed him till he was about 2 years old. That was the goal. I didn't really know what it would look like, because obviously as you start introducing foods, they start taking the breast less and less. But I wasn't sure how it was gonna play out. I also, you know, expected by the time I had my next baby that I'd still be breastfeeding, so I wouldn't have to like start the whole journey again, just because it was such a nightmare. So I'm interested to see how stopping the breastfeeding works, if this is actually what we're going to do. It's really up to the baby. It's not up to me. But I've heard that it's just as hard to stop as it is to start. So let's see. So I hope you guys liked my video. I hope you guys found it informative. If you did, please like my video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.